So Lee, 1-1 draw with Leek today. Another great performance against Leek and another kind of frustrating result, but were you pleased with the performance overall?
Yeah, I think there's loads more positive than negatives with that game. I was quite happy with a lot of the things that we did in that game, and the score is what it is. But yeah, I think there's a lot to be proud of, and the players again took another step in the right direction. So yeah, I think on reflection and when we get to training on Tuesday, I think we'll be more than happy and just need to keep building on those positives really.
In the second half, you really came out of the blocks really quickly. Do you think, was it frustrating not to maybe go 2-0 up at that point?
Yeah, we could only see that happening at that point. The way the players came out at half time, it was important not just to sit back, because I thought we controlled the game for a lot, big spells really, apart from the end obviously. But yeah, then we went 1-0 and it was only a matter of time, I thought, before we'd at least get a second, because we created so many opportunities. But yeah, I was happy with our response at half time and to come out the way we did, and then obviously we created a lot off the back of that as well, so that's real positive.
Even with 10 players though, you were going forward still quite a bit. Was it frustrating that it seemed the one chance they had was obviously the equaliser?
Yeah, I think there's things we've got to address with the chance that they got. We need to do better with how we defend that, and it's something we'll discuss in training, but so it doesn't happen again. But yeah, it's frustrating to go against the Tide, but the Tide had turned by that point, and then obviously they get the goal and the game changes completely then, and then it's a mad finish. But I thought the players again adapted well, fought for it. They really wanted that point at least, and you wouldn't have known. I think Steve turned to me there and just said you wouldn't have known if you turned up now if we're down to 10 players really. So I think that's a huge credit to the players.
And with 11 players, you were even with 10, you were organised, controlled. Do you think having Millie and Faith in that midfield really paid off today? They were both put in really battling performances.
Faith is a solid 7 or 8 week in, week out. She doesn't do anything different. Faith is Faith, and she does a fantastic job for us there, and she never has a bad game, just is solid, and that's what you want really. Millie, she found out about that today. We've not tried that in training or anything. We based it on who was available and the type of player that Millie is, and she's strong, she's physical, she's good on the ball, and we know she'll work defensively. So it was a gamble that we felt was necessary, and it paid off, because she brought a lot to the table in the middle of the park. I thought our midfield did well in their battling really. So yeah, it was calculated, and we'd hoped we'd get that, and we did, and so it's great to see her do that really. And she's not played 90 for a while, so to be able to last in a game like that in these conditions was good.
And finally, on the goal, seemed to have a bit of a new partnership growing. Basically, carbon copy of what happened at Leafield. Jemima cutting inside into Lucy, fired it top corner.
Yeah, we've done a lot in training this week on similar things, and it was exactly that. It was the same goal as last week with that, and it's good because that's what Jemima's good at, is driving and delivering that like that. And Lucy's best when she doesn't have to think about it and just goes naturally into the area and finishes. It was a good goal, and it was the right time. It was just the shame it ended where it ended, but that was a little bit out of our control. But you know what? We regret not getting the 3, but we take a point and we're still in a good position, and we move forward, and lots to take from it for sure.